Hi everyone, this is a tutorial to demonstrate unzipping a crochet chain. So here I've used a provisional cast on with a crochet chain to start this knitting. I'm now ready to unzip this chain and pick up the live stitches. I'd recommend that for this you use a needle that is the same size or smaller than your gauge needle. It just makes picking up the stitches a little bit easier. So what you need to do is to identify the end of your chain. And for me, the end of my chain is this end here. If you start trying to unzip the wrong end of your chain, all that you'll find is that it just won't unzip. That's a pretty good clue that you've picked the wrong end to work from. So the end where with the final loop, you pulled that end through to secure it, you're now just going to pull that loop back out of your chain, and then what you should find is that the chain, as you pull on this tail end, the chain kind of unzips itself quite easily like this. So each time I pull it, one more of the chain pops out. Okay, and so basically what you're going to do is keep pulling on the end of this chain, and each time a stitch is ready to pop out, you just catch it with your needle, your second set of needle. So either you'll be working like this, orientating your work like this and picking up the stitches this way as you go, or if you've happened to have picked up along the chain the opposite direction, you'll be unzipping and picking up this way as you go. Either way works fine. So I'm going to unzip my chain, and at the same time I want to have a good look at where my first stitch is, and you can see it there. When I pull on the chain you can see it quite clearly. So I'll keep pulling until I get to my first stitch. Now with this one here, you can see that that the end of my chain is actually caught inside the stitch. That's just where I've started the beginning of the round. So I'm just going to pull that end out. If I can. There we go. Okay, if that happens to you, don't worry about it. Just do the same thing. If a stitch has got caught inside the chain, just pull the end out. Okay, so here's my first stitch. Now if you want to, before you even unzip it, you can pop your needle through to secure it, and then just pull on that tail and you should see that the chain kind of pops out from that stitch. There's my next stitch. I'm going to pop my needle in and then pull on the chain to unzip it, and so on. Now if you find you pull on the chain and the stitch pops out before you've caught it, shouldn't matter too much. You should still be able to see it, and just pop your needle through. And you keep going like that all the way around, identifying the next stitch and pulling on the crochet chain to undo it. And you just keep working like that until all the stitches all the way around the cast on circumference have been picked up. If as you're working you find that you've caught your crochet chain in the stitch, like if you split the yarn a little bit, or the scrap yarn is twisted and caught within your knitting, you can just cut the chain as you work. At this point it doesn't matter, so long as you pick up those live stitches. That's the important bit. Okay, so that is unzipping a provisional cast on. I hope it helps.